So Melania has a book that she didn't write, and she's doing the rounds.
All right. In a Fox and Friends exclusive, Melania Trump is setting the record straight on her life, her family, and the election that's coming up.
She lays it all out in a new memoir
This
called
is Fox
Melania,
and Friends.
set to hit the shelves
Can you
next
hear it?
month.
So we were able to sit down with the former First Lady.
I wanted all black, like my soul. Because she's another one, you know, not creative, Melania. No, why? Why is it black? Why is the cover black, Melania? Because you're full of shit. That's what it says to me when I look at that. You won't learn shit. You won't learn a goddamn thing reading this book. You'll be just as unaware of who this person is as you were before you read the book, or and after you read the book. Why can't I talk? Right? That's what it says. It doesn't say, it's nothing inviting. Melania. Black. Just a black pit. Black hole. It's like Trump's black hole of need and greed. That's what it reminds me of. Just bottomless black hole. Bringing nothing. You see, they don't bring light to a situation. They don't bring light to the country. They bring darkness. Metaphorically. They bring, and literally sometimes, right? Because they suck at anything. It was a... Infrastructure Week was a joke until Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Melania. Does this make you want to read this book? This looks like 1984. The cover of 1984. It might as well be. Oh, you're so inviting, Melania.
So we were able to sit down with the former First Lady for this exclusive interview.
Wow.
Her first in more than 2 years.
Aren't you excited?
Take a look.
Why did you want to tell your story in this book? I believe that it was the time that I tell my story and the truth.
The truth?
It is a lot of
Oh, honey.
misinformation.
You think we're dumb?
And falsehoods.
Misinformation? What misinformation?
I want to put the record straight.
The record?
And people can
Really?
learn something.
I wish you would. I wish somebody would put the record straight. You're not putting the record straight. None of you are. You're all liars.
Things that they were never discussed.
What?
And I hope they enjoy the book. How did you feel
Book?
about Donald
What
Trump
book? What's a book?
again? I support him.
You support him? Oh, by the way, yeah, she's annoying. All right, we know that. But you know what always annoys me too? She's a grifter, just like he is. They're both made for each other. You know, I can't imagine them. You know, when you're in love and you're in bed or whatever, you think that they sit around, discussing their hopes and dreams, and no fucking way. They don't even sleep together. They don't even live in the same city.
Learn some things that they were never discussed.
Like what? Give us one.
And I hope they enjoy the book. How did you feel about Donald Trump running again? I support
Look at
him.
those two bitches. Just fake ass from head to toe. What's with the smiles? Just be yourself. Why you gotta be so smiley? Well, because that's the way Trader Trump likes women. Very smiley. Be very small. Be small. If you write a book, make sure all you do is praise the con man.
I know how
and say nothing. What's the lie? Is it a lie that he underwhelmed a porn star while you were home recovering from childbirth? Is that a lie? Is it a lie when we saw you slap his hand away? When he tried to hold your hand? Is that the lie? I mean, we saw it with our own eyes.
Opportunity is to make America great again.
Fuck you. That's all he wants to do. Make America great again. Well, you're assuming that America's not great by saying you want to make it great again. When was it great? Give us the time you want to make it again. Why don't you go back to wherever the hell you came from then? It's such a shithole here. He just wants to make America great again by terrorizing immigrant communities with lies. Just want, the more bomb threats, the greater. The more defecation and urination in the halls of the Capitol, the better. The greater. The greater we can get. When I have classified documents in my bathroom, the greater.
Saw you backstage at the RNC. Do
Why
you want
are
to talk
you
about why you
smiling
decided
so
not
fakely?
to
Why
come out on
didn't-
stage and give?
Why didn't you come out on stage and give a speech at the RNC? Well, because Michelle Obama didn't write one. She didn't give a speech. Well, she did, but I didn't get it in time to steal it.
Speech like you did in 2016.
Remember how she stole the speech from Michelle Obama? That's what they do. That's not a first either. Because they have no creativity. And that's why they hate liberals, they hate normal people. It's envy. That's all it is. They so want to be accepted by the A-listers, right? The A-listers in Hollywood. That's why they're always like Hollywood liberals. They want to be Hollywood. They want the accolades. But they don't want to be the decent people or they can't be the talented people. They're not capable of it. So they disparage. Instead of simply being secure in themselves enough to admire someone's talent or capabilities, they fake it. They pretend. Oh, we're just being picked on. No one likes it. We're being canceled. It's a cancel culture, Hollywood liberals. No one likes us because we just want to make America great. I'm setting the record straight.
It was my decision. I think was just the
Decision?
time. I think was the right time. Days before I
before?
wrote a beautiful letter.
Oh, she wrote
to
a beautiful letter in her own opinion. It was beautiful. Well, honey, that's not how it works. We'll be the judge of that. You don't get to say it's a beautiful letter. You write a letter, and then we say, oh, that's a beautiful letter, or not. I wrote a beautiful letter from my heart. My heart, my black heart, as depicted on the cover of my book. See, her beautiful letter, she said, when I watched that violent bullet strike my husband, you're the only one. Because it didn't strike your husband, honey. Your husband wasn't hit with a bullet. For fuck's sake, it's another delusion like your 5 languages. I feel the need for a book. I am grateful to the brave Secret Service agents and law enforcement who risked their own lives. But she goes on to criticize, of course. This is the problem. The problem isn't her filthy,
yes.
her filthy traitor Trump mouth. It's Democrats, you see, for telling the truth about the filthy traitor Trump.
And I
So
think
unfair.
in one way that letter was my speech. The raid on
My
Mar-a-Lago.
speech.
The house manager texts you and says the FBI
The
is
raid.
outside the house.
It's
They
not
had
a
access
raid,
to my
honey.
bedroom, closets, office, and rummaged
Yeah.
through my personal items.
Yeah, bitch.
Even searched
It's called
Barron's
a
room,
fucking
you say.
search warrant. Well, she's saying that it was trash, bullshit. And this is another thing in this interview. Of course, we can't expect the Fox News fascists to ask a question or push back. They don't even say. Why? Why were the FBI there serving a search warrant? It's a raid? Oh, is that a raid when they beg you for 18 months to return the documents, the classified documents, the for your eyes only documents that you stole? Those are documents that you could only read in a certain location. They're not supposed to leave that location. But he took them home, Traitor Trump. And for 18 months, they begged this bastard, this scumbag, this filthy, disgusting traitor to give the documents back. They begged him.
And the way it was done I was really surprised.
And you told your house manager, just leave it?
Why don't you tell everybody why? Why? You want to call it a raid? When it wasn't, of course. Tell everybody why they were there. They just blow right over that. Party of personal responsibility. Just blow right through the fact that what were you doing with classified documents? That's one of the 4 federal indictments, or one of the 4 crimes that he can be arrested or go to jail for. Hopefully soon. God help us.
Touch anything, don't put it back. You wanted to see it for your own eyes. What with your own eyes?
I mean, can you believe how these people are pretending this is such an outrage? How they attack the FBI? How they attack accountability for their crimes?
What did it look like when you walked back in your house?
What a victim. What did it look like? And you think she picked anything up? She has a fucking staff to do that. She said, I want to see. Really? Okay, I believe that. Like, I believe she speaks 5 languages, which she doesn't. And then she had the maids clean up her mess that she created because she didn't tell her sugar daddy to return the classified documents. She didn't do all she could to help make sure that the American people were made whole, that this fucking threat to national security wasn't able to show anybody else documents that we have it on tape. Him going, look at this. Look at right here. This is classified. You know, if I was president, I could declassify this, but I can't do that anymore. But can you believe it? Look at me. What a big man I am. She's fucking complicit. She's disgusting. Let me see what I want to see it. Leave it the way it is. Oh, you're such a victim. Right? You're so victimized, poor baby.
Angry because
you are resilient, like Melania.
You know, nobody should be putting up with that kind of stuff.
Nobody should fucking steal our classified documents.
This country.
How dare you? Nobody should be putting up with that stuff.
We were told this week, and we were told that authorities have already known this for a while, that there was an Iranian plot to kill your husband. So I watched this video that you released on social media questioning the first assassination attempt. For the second one, if they knew that there was this plot, why didn't they sweep the golf course?
They did.
You know, it's
what are you talking about? They swept the golf course. They found the guy. Traitor Trump wasn't anywhere near him. And we were talking about this on the last show. You know, how much? Why don't they tell his fat ass to stay home? So we gotta pay all these Secret Service agents more money, so the parasite can play putt golf. Jesus Christ.
a toxic atmosphere.
Yeah,
and giving power
you did
all of
make a
these
toxic
people that they want
atmosphere.
to do harm to him.
They
This
want to
needs
do
to
harm. The people who are shooting at him are right wingers, armed with assault weapons that Republican policies make possible for them to have. So, okay.
Stop. This needs to stop. The country needs to unite.
Unite? How are we going to unite? Around horseface? What? A good nickname? Sleepy Joe? Nervous Nancy? We got to unite around calling migrants, with danger, get the fuck out of our country. We have to unite around mass deportation. Start with Melania. I mean, really, these Haitians, they're not the ones who are ingrates, right? She sucks. This bitch gets everything. Fucking sitting in her ivory tower. She's got the nerve to denigrate, to lie, to help this grifter.